Our first match is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. Please welcome All Half Blake Christian.
Looks like we are going to be starting off strong and big. You've not seen a Blake Christian match before. You're in for an absolute treat. Air Blake, the man is an ambitious aerialist. He is a death-defying high flyer, and he has already shown what he's made of on this tour. A highlight reel in his own right.
And I think a highlight reel is the best way to describe Blake Christian as well, Sean. Not a match will go by without seeing something from his high-flying antics, making the reel which promotes any promotion. Oh, wow!
Blake Christian, signed to All Elite Wrestling, to Ring of Honor. The man has been making his name over the past couple of years up in the States, and now this is his first tour here, down for World Series Wrestling.
And his opponent.
Speaking of once in a lifetime,
He is the Impact World
this is
Champion.
Canadian strong style.
The walking weapon, Josh Alexander.
I mentioned at the start of the show, Sean, when you introduced me, what an honor it is to be here. I have to say, it's going to be an honor seeing this man wrestle. The longest reigning Impact Heavyweight Champion. You don't get an opportunity to see, especially all the way down here in Australia.
323 days and counting. That belt has been around that man's waist, but the accolades don't stop there. This is a two-time Impact Tag Team Champion. This is a former X Division champion. This man is ready to go, and you're going to see why he has held on to that title for as long as he has.
Now, with a man with so much experience in the ring in Josh Alexander, what do you think's going through Blake Christian's head at the moment? I mean, really, if you've got that standing across the ring from you, he's walking out, he's the longest reigning Impact champion that federation has ever seen. What does the young one think?
Well, I mean, Josh Alexander himself, such a tenacious tactician. You're not going to have a straight-up ground-and-pound wrestling match with Josh Alexander and come out on top. Blake Christian has to be wondering, how can he keep it on his level, on his pace? And that's going to be up in the skies. That's going to be using his dexterity, his quickness to keep the pace where Blake Christian is most comfortable.
It's great to see a show of sportsmanship before the match starts, and we're locked up already.
And see here, from the get-go, this is going to be right where Josh Alexander is comfortable. As long as you can keep it on the ground, you're going to see probably Josh Alexander get the upper hand here. I don't want to talk too soon, but straight away we have that wrist control. But then answering back here, Blake Christian just showing the fluidity, the crispness of the move, answered with a body slam. This is how you start the tour.
And it's no thing for him, Josh Alexander, not phased at all with the unorthodox method of Christian.
The walking weapon. Josh Alexander has already had quite the tour here. The man, he faced the machine you saw earlier. Josh Alexander faced up against Brian Cage at the beginning of this tour. Unfortunately, due to the antics of the Pareja, ended up being a no contest.
Oh, wow! You know, I've got to say, Blake Christian there getting into Josh Alexander's head a little bit, but apparently not, because Josh Alexander just answers right back in a similar way. Oh!
And you have to wonder, like, I don't think you're going to be able to play mind games with a no-nonsense competitor like Josh Alexander. He is crisp, he is cool under pressure, ice in his veins. But as you see here, this is exactly what Blake Christian needs to do to stay on top. He needs to keep the pace going, and he's the showboating included, I guess.
Well, the showboating's all part of a tactic. If you've got someone with the experience, let's face it, if you're in the ring with Josh Alexander, you're intimidated. The only way to show that you're not intimidated is by showing up and showing off.
Oh! And Seguri from a seated position, answering the call. This is pinfall after pinfall. Again, Blake Christian is dictating the pace here, trying to discombobulate his opponent, keep him guessing.
Well, if you've got someone who's used to and most effective on the ground, you want to stay in the air. Luckily, as you mentioned before, Blake Christian is well versed at flying high.
Here we go precariously. Oh, a spear through the middle ropes. Josh Alexander on the outside though, and what you're about to see is quintessential Blake Christian here. Air Blake ready to take off. Josh Alexander may not see this coming. Heading to the skies.
No.
Josh Alexander had that well scouted here. Oh! Boot to the face for your troubles. But again, answer for answer. Josh Alexander saw it coming and it's going to be it.
Oh, on the hardest part of the ring, Sean.
The first of what I can only assume are many suplexes to come in Blake Christian's near future.
How about the scouting from Josh Alexander there? Like, it was just a flurry of air movements, and all it took was one power move like that to bring Blake Christian down onto the ground, and where he will be dominated by this wrestling machine.
And this is the thing, Josh Alexander, Blake Christian, these two competitors have faced off a few times in tag team competition, but never before have they gone one-on-one with each other. You have to imagine those last 2 nights in Melbourne, they are watching each other's matches, knowing that they're going to have to face off against each other. They've got to have each other scouted.
Well, not only that, you would think that the World Series Wrestling Board would be looking at this match as well, because, you know, after Matt Cardona beat Brian Cage tonight, they're going to need another contender.
Northern Lights suplex, straight into the pinfall, 2 count. You're exactly right, Ben. Every match you see here tonight that is not for a title, you have to assume all these competitors are vying for the same thing. Climb up the ladder, get yourself in line, potentially walk away from the tour with gold around your waist.
I mean, why are you in this game if that's not your goal? That's all I can ask.
Holding him up here, taking his time. Massive backbreaker. Attack the lower back of Blake Christian and you take away the high-flying game.
Well, you take away a lot of things, like, you know, your ability to walk. So I'd imagine high-flying is a little bit harder.
You can see secondary on the list here. Alexander attacking the extremities, the wrists, the arms, the legs, potentially softening up his competitor for that devastating ankle lock that has put away so many competitors. There's a reason they call him the walking weapon.
The crowd wants another one. Oh, swing and a miss.
Again, maybe taking just a bit too much time to set it up. Paying for it in equal measures. Blake Christian lighting up the walking weapon here.
But will it be enough to cause any kind of impact on that champion?
It's the 1 centimeter chop. Again, taking that time and answering for it with a big boot to the face here. You simply cannot give your opponent an inch. The second you allow them any time to recuperate, they come back just as strong.
Wait a minute. He's opened him up. Those vicious chops have opened up Josh Alexander.
Oh! Good grief!
I think Blake Christian's soul left his body. And this crowd just wants another one. Vicious here at Adelaide, South Australia, at the Adelaide Oval.
I feel like maybe not even for the crowd. Oh, well, there we go.
He's a loving man. He's a forgiving man.
I feel like the walking weapon has a multitude of ways to dismantle his opponent.
Oh, now the mind game's coming from Josh Alexander.
You have to wonder whether that headgear does kind of soften the blow of some of those slaps.
I dare say that's one of the defining reasons. Oh, why do you wear it?
Oh, wait! Crucifix pin here! The Impact World Champion almost scouted to perfection by Air Blake. That was almost it right there. We're looking... Oh! Front suplex.
And you would think that the Impact World Champion would be jumping on that pin right now, but I'm not sure if he wants to teach him a lesson. I'm not sure if he wants to play a bit more. I'm not sure if he's here to make a point.
That's exactly it. How much of this is ego and how much is simply not underestimating your opponent, knowing it is going to take a little bit more than that to get the job done. That being said, every single pinfall exerts more energy from your opponent. It's a way to wear them down. Potentially looking for that C4 spike. Flipped out of it by Blake Christian. Oh! Bottom rope 619 here. Blake up the top, corkscrew cross body. Now potentially starting to build some momentum. This is right in the wheelhouse here. up and over.
Oh, gets it.
Alabama slam straight.
It's a turnbuckle.
Slingshot here, just building up a myriad of moves here. High, oh, snap, suplex, but he has not released the hold. Straight into the pin.
That is some amazing technicality there from Blake Christian. He may not be striking as hard as some other opponents, but by just giving him a flurry, by giving him not giving him a chance, I should say, to catch his breath, but not allowing him to escape. He's just wearing him down and down and down, and eventually, out of breath, that may be Blake Christian's opportunity to get the pinfall.
Sorry.
Oh, right on his head.
Had to wait there for a second. This is the... Right now, you're seeing the pace now grinding to a halt here. Josh Alexander taking that moment now. We are slowing down, and you're going to see German after German after German.
You know what? I'm not going to complain.
Oh, rolling through here, holding on. Josh Alexander not breaking that grip.
Oh, and the bridge. Yeah, I thought he had it there. I honestly thought he had it there. That was a beautiful snap suplex into a bridge.
I want to say thank you for the thousands of fans we have watching us on Fight TV here. This is just match 1 of the Adelaide leg here for the Unleash Hell Tour. This is match number 1, Ben. Josh Alexander, Blake Christian. What a way to kick off the night.
I'm already exhausted, and I'm just calling it.
And now again, going to the well, trying to get that C4 spike. Blake Christian. Oh, again, Tildewell. Setting him up once again here.
Oh, running knee.
Vicious knee straight to the temple. Springboarding up, and he's caught. What, third time, potentially the charm. Again, Christian has, oh my God, a Spanish fly.
That's it, that's gotta be it. And he kicks out somehow. The tenacity of Josh Alexander. That's the qualities you look for in a professional wrestler. Someone who doesn't give up no matter what is thrown at them.
Christian is taking absolute pains to ensure that that C4 spike is not executed. If a C4 spike gets delivered, it is done. I do not care who you are. If you get dropped on your head, lights out, game over.
I don't know. I know some people have been dropped on their head and it didn't really affect them too much. Got lovely jobs working for the government now.
Potentially looking for Elia here. Josh Alexander cut him to the quick here. Now Blake Christian in quite a precarious position, somewhere that he does not want to be. And Josh Alexander now climbing the turnbuckle. What?
Oh, up top.
We're looking for a gigantic superplex. Blake Christian trying valiantly to fight out of this. Oh! Straight to the apron here. What is it? Oh my God, another running high knee.
What? See, I don't even know. He's so intuitive. I don't know.
450!
Wow!
Oh!
Is this it? No, what? No?
He's going to ensure the pinfall. You could see that he knew.
And the ankle lock! The ankle lock! This is it! This has got to be it, surely.
It is that extra second that Blake took to get a better cover that potentially was his downfall here.
Blake Christian managed to get out of it. I have to imagine we won't see much.
Up and over!
I was just about to say I don't think we see much high flying. I guess he's... I guess maybe he's neutered a little bit, but can still fly with the best!
Oh! Oh!
Oh, that was not good.
Landing dangerously, and immediately you can see Josh Alexander is going to capitalize. That knee was folded underneath him, potentially tweaking the ankle. We don't know at this point. Honestly, that was a dangerous mistake from Blake Christian.
Oh, roll up. You have to imagine that ankle is absolutely burning right now.
Oh! Again, just doing whatever he can, even using those potentially injured feet. Oh, and caught there by Josh Alexander for the 4th time. C4 caught for the 4th time. 1, 2, oh!
At what point does Josh Alexander just go, you know what, that's not working? Whoa, super kick. Right out of it.
Oh, Pele kick. Blake Christian has an opportunity here. Oh! Springboard moonsault caught. Oh my goodness, we could be looking for the twisting tombstone. Josh Alexander, 1, 2.
Oh! That's a 2! How did he kick out of that?
Surely.
There we go.
C4 spike, 5th time lucky. 1, 2.
That is all over, folks.
Here is your winner, Josh Alexander.
He had a game plan from the moment this match started. From the time the bell hit, he attempted to hit that C4 spike again and again and again. It only takes one time.
And he stuck to that game plan. You saw that he tried something new, but it didn't get the job done. But when your finishing maneuver is so effective as the C4, you have to go to that well just one more time.
The walking weapon. Josh Alexander has not been pinned or made to submit on this tour. You talk about people that potentially are in line for that title.
I was just about to ask Sean, surely this has to put the champ in direct sight of Matt Cardona.
He cannot fault the heart of Blake Christian. Now, potentially these two are going to go at it again, or no?
Seal of approval.
Blake Christian winning the respect of the walking weapon, the respect of this crowd. Nothing to take away from Air Blake.
And the Adelaide crowd here showing their respect and their admiration for everything these two men did in the middle of that ring for us.
What's the wonder there is still one night here on the tour. What must Blake Christian do from now? Hold on.
Don't get too excited, Sean. I think we're just seeing Blake Christian being warmly welcomed back to the locker room.
Come on, Adelaide, let's hear it for Blake Christian.
You're going to be on this tour here for World Series Wrestling. You are going to go up against the best. Competition breeds competition. Blake Christian can hang his hat on that. He went up against the longest reigning Impact World Champion, and the man lives to fight another day.
Not only that, he held his own. He had him scouted, and